Hey there everyone, it's Julie Hutchison here from Think Be Do Leadership, and today we are talking about CTOs. What got you here isn't going to get you there. What am I talking about? Well, this last couple of weeks I've been doing some interviews with CTOs and research, so I wanted to share the kind of things that I'm finding out, the kind of things that I wanted to check out whether I thought were right or not. And that's my dog breathing heavily in the background, so apologies for that. Meg is always in on these lives. So if you're listening live, do say hello, and if you can hear Meg, let me know. If you can't, that's great. She's now rolling around. Hang on, I'm going to get her out of the room. 1 second. Meg, come on. Okay, she's not going to go. She's going to be with us. So what am I talking about? Well, I have been getting from the horse's mouth a wonderful group of CTOs who were telling me about what they feel are the key skills for successful CTOs. And the funny thing is that most of them give me very similar answers, which is nice. Kind of made me think, right, I'm on the right track. But what was interesting is they rarely focus on the tech. It wasn't the tech that they kept saying. It was the areas of that you need to become an advocate for the change that you're trying to instill in the company. You need to move the company forward. You need to be able to persuade the board with what you want to achieve. You need to be a change master. You need to be brilliant at getting people on board and coming with you. You need to be able to talk business, not just talk team. You need to be able to talk people, not just tech. And so what is interesting is that even though we work really hard to build on these skills and we get where we are because of what we know, that actually once we get there, what's more useful, or sorry, not more useful, what is imperative and is as useful in a different context, because you're in a different context, is that you need to be able to communicate well. You need to be able to speak up. You need to be able to present. You need to be able to influence people in a way where people are going to listen to your ideas. Because when you know technically this is what this organization needs to do, yet nobody's listening to you, then one, you're going to be super frustrated, and two, they're going to be frustrated too, because they're like, well, what is he talking about? What is she talking about? I don't know, and I don't agree, and I don't want to be there. And so things aren't going to change, or you're not going to be successful unless you have those softer skills of communication. Thanks for that, Meg. Softer skills of communication and influence and impact that you can utilize. There we go, Meg. Thank you for that. I'm going to throw this dog out of this room today. That you can utilize so that the great ideas and the great technical knowledge you have can be shared and can be inspiring to people. So we need to be inspiring to the board. We need to be inspiring to the investors. We need to be inspiring to our team and be able to talk to our team, because you may have all the ideas, but nothing will happen unless you do that. So you may be saying, that's all very well, Julie, but how do I do that? And that's what I wanted to talk about today, because this is a really quick live. What I wanted to talk about was the fact that next week on the 14th, we are going to be running a workshop, and it's open to CTOs and technical leaders who want to look at what does it take to grow our CTO superpowers. And when I talk about superpowers, what I mean is all of those superpowers that you have to develop over and above the technical knowledge. So, whether you are, great at Java or something else, it doesn't matter to me. What I'm talking about is the additional superpowers that you need to go to the next level. To be, I apologize for my dog. This is why you should never do lives, even though I do them all the time. So apologies. Meg's not coming in on the next one. So superpowers. What do you need to go to that next level? Because then you're going to be in demand. You are going to be able to... I'm going to explain Meg for a second. Meg is my 14-and-a-half-year-old Labrador who is choking half to death in the background. She's not actually going to choke to death at the moment. She just has a prolapsed larynx, which is why I thought she was all right, but clearly she is having a moment. It's not me, it's the dog. Anyway, so I would love you to come along on the 14th, and I won't bring Meg, I promise. Come along on the 14th, and let's have a discussion, because it's an open meeting. There will be some slides, there will be some things, and I'm going to share with you the 3 top things I think that you need to do to grow your CTO superpowers. But then I want to open that. I want you to ask questions. I want you to come and give me your opinion, because having a good conversation is really what it's all about. So come to the workshop at 2:00 on the 14th of July, and let's have that conversation, and let's get those 3 areas right, and discuss what they are, so that you can increase your CTO superpowers, which makes you more powerful, more influential, and you can do even greater good than you already do. Okay, that's all I wanted to say today. You wouldn't believe that in 5 minutes, 34 seconds, the dog could make me sound so awful. But, if you're a dog lover, you understand. And if you're not a dog lover, I'm not sure I'm for you. Okay, have a wonderful day. Take care.